All right, our next step is to do a multicolored print. And so for our assignment, we need to have at least 5 colors, not including the color of the paper. So I'm looking at this, and the cardinal is gonna be a color. I'll have some blacks and the beak, the branches, the pine needles, and then the background. Now, if you wanted to, you could go in and get rid of some of that pink left over, but I'm gonna leave it just so that you know what that looks like when you print it again. So now I am just gonna, instead of coloring over the whole thing, I'm just gonna go in and color the specific parts. And so this can get a little tricky in some of those smaller areas because you don't really wanna go into them if you are not careful. And so like you can see, I touched places, so like my fingerprints were showing up there. I've got to go over those places a little bit more. And so you are just doing the exact same thing as our one color print, except now you are targeting areas instead of the whole thing. So I'm just gonna keep going with this, and then I will show you what it looks like. So let's take this plate off and you will see. So here is my multicolored print. And so you can see like some of my pink did transfer in my snow areas, and that is just fine. Now for my next one, I don't have to use the same colors. I can use different colors. Okay, so maybe I want to do like a sunset or a sunrise. I can do that. And then just to make it look like they're blending together, I would just make sure that I overlap the colors in that place. So I'm going to do a couple more runs, and then just to show you guys what it's going to look like, because I'm not even going to clean this off. I'm just going to print after print after print. You can clean it off if you want, but you don't have to. And so I'm not going to make you sit through and watch all that. I'll just put them at the end. But some things to think about while you're working on it is what is making, like what part of your picture do you want to pop? So like I really want my cardinal to pop, so I'm not gonna put any like reds or anything in the background. So if I'm doing like a sunset or a sunrise, maybe I'll start with like the purples to the blues or something. That way I don't have any reds back there to combat with. So for those smaller areas, maybe you're gonna get a smaller marker. Just make sure that you're doing your best. So right here, you can see I got a little bit outside my lines. That is just fine. I'm not expecting perfection, but we want 5 good mono prints, which is what this is, because it's one print off of the plate, okay? But we want 5 good mono prints when we're done. All right, so here you can see a couple different trials that I did, and you'll notice like on one, I went from light blue to dark blue to purple, but I didn't really overlap my colors very well, so they look kind of like stripes. But in the next one, I made sure to kind of blend them together a little bit more seamlessly. So you're gonna wanna play around with different colors. Maybe I wanted to do like a female cardinal instead of a male cardinal. I could have changed up the colors there, but it's up to you what colors go where. Just make sure that you have 5 good ones by the time that you're done.